this might be kind of an odd place to do a review, but I was inspired by a recent incident that had just happened to me not more than 20 minutes ago. So story time. I was getting ready for work, and sometimes when I go to work, I like to make myself some soup for breakfast. But once I get to work, I have to wait a few minutes for the soup to be done. So I figured, hey, why don't we cut out the middleman and the time in the middle and just make the soup at home? And then it'll be ready by the time I get to work, and I can enjoy my soup right when I get to work. I didn't have a soup tumbler that I was aware of, so I went rummaging through some of my cabinets and I found this Hydroflask coffee mug. Perfect size for a little container of soup. It is 24 ounces. That's a lot bigger than your normal little coffee mug. So I figured, okay, this is perfect. It's never been used. I don't even know if it was mine or if I had bought it a long time ago and just forgotten about it, but, well, I made my soup. And as you can see, since it's a bigger one, it's got a relatively wider diameter than what my cup holders in the car can accommodate. This is my daily driver, for example, and it's got the diameter of this at the bottom is around 3 inches, whereas this is closer to 4. So it's quite a bit bigger. It's not going to fit in your average cup holder. This is the big problem of the cups that all the big cup companies like Stanley have solved with their, smaller bases tapering to a wider finish in the popular coffee cups. And I'm not really a cup girl. I'm not really a brand person. I have this very nice New Balance that I thrifted for a few dollars, and it's the best purchase I've ever made. But I like good quality things. They don't necessarily have to be expensive. They just have to last me. But that's neither here nor there. My point with that little spiel was that I don't really know the difference between Hydroflask and Arctic and Yeti and Stanley. I don't know what the difference is, what the specs of the products are, why would you pay $60 versus $80 versus, whatever. It's a cup, it holds water and coffee, and that's all that matters to me. But anyway, one of the claims on this little, it's very new, I've never used this. One of the claims on this label is splash resistant lid. This is where it gets interesting. So I put it on the floor. Okay, it was kind of silly to put it on the floor, but I figured drive to work is fine. I'm not, speed racer or anything like that. And it's decently heavy. It's got a low center of gravity. I figured it would be all right and it would still be upright. Well, I was wrong, and it toppled over. And of course, I didn't stop driving. I figured, okay, I'm not going to get into a car accident over some soup. I'll just clean it later. So I kept driving, and when I stopped, lo and behold, it had only spilled maybe a few tablespoons of hot liquid broth. I mean, this is very good quality, splash resistant lid. I mean, this thing was rolling around on the floor of my car for a few minutes, and it didn't spill more than a few tablespoons. I consider that very impressive. So I'm a fan of this Hydroflask. It's got double-walled insulation for hot or cold drinks, which is nice. It's what I would assume of a lot of these tumblers. Soft touch finish. It does actually have a very pleasing kind of matte texture to it. Splash resistant lid. That is provably correct. And BPA and toxin free. I'm a big fan of this now. I was never into any particular brand or product for cups, but this Hydroflask mug has impressed me, and I think the next time I go out and buy a cup, if I need to, it'll probably be Hydroflask. So there you have it. There's my little review, and I'm gonna go to work now. I hope you guys have a really good rest of your week. Bye.